Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at something a little different.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about starting a business
Okay.
centered around adult toys and private parties.
Interesting.
Now, if you've ever thought about starting a business,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe you're just curious about this kind of thing,
Yeah.
this deep dive should be pretty fascinating.
I'm intrigued.
The source material that we're going to be looking at today is called Starting a Business Selling Sex Toys at Private Parties. A comprehensive guide.
Okay.
And
Itchy.
it is catchy, and it claims that this market is worth billions.
Wow.
So we're going to go beyond the numbers, though. We're going to look at how to actually make this kind of business thrive.
Sounds good.
Now, what's interesting about this model to you?
Well, it kind of combines two growing trends, I think.
Okay.
On the one hand, you have this increasing focus on sexual wellness.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you have people wanting more comfortable and personalized shopping experiences.
So instead of a quick trip to an awkward store, the guide is proposing something a little different.
Exactly. Imagine a relaxed get-together at someone's home.
Okay.
You know, maybe it's even fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a knowledgeable host who's leading the way, showcasing the products,
Okay.
answering questions, making it a social and informative experience.
That's a cool concept. So where do you even start finding these products?
Well,
Is it just like a massive shopping spree for adult items?
that's a funny image, but not exactly.
Okay.
The selection can be pretty extensive, but the guide actually outlines a few different sourcing options.
Okay.
So you can work with wholesale distributors,
Okay.
which is great for variety and discounts.
Makes sense.
And in fact, it specifically mentions some companies like Eldorado Trading Company, Honey's Place,
Okay.
or Williams Trading Co.
So you've got options.
You do?
What about going direct to the manufacturer, though?
Right.
Because the guide mentions brands like Lalo, Satisfyer, WeVibe.
Going direct can sometimes get you better pricing and some branding advantages since you're working directly with the source.
That makes sense. Now, I was intrigued when I saw private labeling in the guide.
Oh, yeah.
What are the pros and cons of that, in your opinion?
Private labeling is an excellent way to create a unique brand identity.
Okay.
So you basically collaborate with a manufacturer to develop products with your own branding.
So it's like your own special line.
It is, and the guide suggests it can be a powerful way to stand out.
I can see that now for those who might be hesitant to manage a lot of inventory.
Yeah.
What does the guide say about drop shipping?
Dropshipping is a lower risk way to get started.
Okay.
Basically, you partner with a company that handles all the storage and shipping.
Oh, so they take care of all that.
Exactly. You just take the orders and they handle the rest.
Interesting. So less overhead.
Potentially. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's say you've hosted a few parties and things are going well.
Mm-hmm.
What are some strategies the guide recommends for scaling up?
Well, one idea is to capitalize on your happy customers. Encourage them to host their own parties.
Oh, wow.
Maybe even give them some free products or discounts as incentives.
So they almost become like ambassadors.
Exactly. You're expanding your reach organically.
That's smart. What about building a team, though? Is that even realistic in this kind of business?
Absolutely. The guide explains how you could recruit and train consultants
Okay.
to host parties under your brand.
So they're kind of like working for you.
In a way, yeah, they do the work. You take a percentage of their sales.
So you could generate passive income that way.
That's the idea.
That's pretty cool. So you're potentially having parties happening all over.
Mm-hmm.
What are some other growth strategies that the guide mentions?
Well, think about diversifying your product line.
Okay.
So you could add things like lingerie, lubricants, maybe even educational books on sexual wellness.
So you're creating a more well-rounded experience.
Exactly. And it helps increase your average order value.
That's a smart move.
The guide also emphasizes building an online presence.
Makes sense.
So you could create an e-commerce store.
let customers browse your products and reorder even after a party.
So you're not limited to just the people at the parties.
Exactly. It expands your reach.
Now, what about more unconventional partnerships?
Like what?
I'm just curious about how that would work.
Well, the guide mentions collaborating with wellness or relationship counselors.
Okay.
So maybe co-hosting events,
Interesting.
getting product recommendations to their clients,
Okay.
or even just leveraging their network to spread awareness of your brand.
Those are some really unique marketing avenues.
Right.
Yeah, now let's talk about pricing.
Sure.
How do you make sure you're actually making a profit with this?
Well, the industry standard is a 100 to 200% markup.
Okay.
But it's not just about a flat percentage. You need to consider your overall costs.
Like what?
Things like party supplies,
Mm-hmm.
host incentives, even the cost of your own time.
So you got to factor all that in.
You do.
What about different types of products?
Yeah.
Does the guide have any advice on pricing those differently? It suggests higher markups for premium products
Okay.
or items that offer like a really unique experience.
Mm-hmm.
Bundle pricing is also a powerful strategy
Okay.
where you package items together at a slightly discounted price.
The classic bundle deal.
Exact.
Now, what I'm really curious about is marketing.
Okay.
How do you get the word out about these parties
Right.
in a way that's tasteful but effective?
Well, word of mouth marketing is incredibly powerful in this industry.
Right, because of the sensitive nature of the product.
Exactly. And happy customers and enthusiastic hosts are your best assets.
Mm-hmm.
Implementing a referral program with rewards could be a great idea.
Yeah, to encourage that kind of word of mouth.
What about social media?
Yeah. So is that something that the guide talks about?
It can be a great tool if you're strategic.
Okay.
And obviously, you have to follow the platform guidelines for adult content.
Right.
But think about platforms like Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
You can share educational content, tips, maybe even tasteful testimonials.
Okay. So it's possible.
It is.
What does the guide say about email marketing?
It stresses building an email list.
So collecting addresses at the parties.
Exactly. And then use those to send out newsletters, promotions, invitations to upcoming events.
So you're staying connected with your audience that way.
That's the idea.
Now, what about those collaborations we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
How do they fit into the marketing strategy?
Well, collaborations are great for expanding your reach.
Okay.
Working with influencers or bloggers in the adult wellness space
Mm-hmm.
can lend credibility to your brand and connect you with a wider audience.
Makes sense. Now, paid advertising seems a little tricky,
It can be,
given what we're talking about here.
for sure.
What does the guide recommend?
The guide advises using platforms like Google Ads and Facebook ads cautiously.
Okay.
Obviously, you have to comply with their guidelines for adult content.
So it's not impossible.
It's not, but it requires a careful approach.
What about marketing in the real world?
Real world.
Not online.
Oh, right.
Like face-to-face?
Don't underestimate local events.
Okay.
Trade shows, wellness fairs,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even set up a booth at community events.
Yeah, hadn't thought about that.
It can be a great way to connect with potential customers.
Cool. So there are quite a few options for getting the word out.
There are.
And let's be real for a second.
Okay.
There are probably some things to watch out for with this business.
Absolutely. The guide is very upfront about that.
Okay, good.
One of the most important is understanding the legal landscape.
For adult products.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The laws can vary drastically from one place to the next.
Yeah. So what works for someone else might not work for me.
Exactly. And that's why the guide recommends consulting with a lawyer
Okay.
who specializes in this area.
So I can make sure I'm operating within the law.
Exactly. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Now, customer privacy is another big concern,
Huge.
especially in a business like this.
Of course.
What does the guide say about handling that sensitive customer data?
It emphasizes secure data handling and transparency.
So customers need to know that their information is safe.
Exactly. And that it's being used responsibly.
Okay, so it's not just about collecting the data, it's about building trust.
Exactly. Secure websites, strong passwords, clear privacy policies are essential.
So you have to be really upfront about how you're using that data.
You do.
Okay, now branding seems particularly important in this industry.
I agree.
How do you create a brand that's both appealing and professional,
That's the question, isn't it?
given what we're talking about here?
Yeah, the guide suggests that a professional and tasteful approach can actually broaden your appeal
Okay,
because not everyone is comfortable with overly explicit branding.
so a more sophisticated approach
Exactly.
might attract a wider audience.
It might think about high-quality photography, elegant design, messaging that focuses on empowerment and pleasure and well-being.
So you want to create a brand that people feel good about.
Exactly.
Okay, so it should reflect the experience you want to create.
Exactly. A sense of confidence, exploration, positive sexuality.
Now we can't forget about the hosts themselves.
True.
What does the guide emphasize about their role in this?
Host training is crucial.
Yeah.
The guide is very clear about that
Really?
because your hosts are the face of your brand at these parties.
Yeah.
They need to be knowledgeable about the products, comfortable discussing sensitive topics, and skilled at creating a fun and welcoming atmosphere.
So it's like they're a salesperson, an educator, and an entertainer, all rolled into one.
You got it.
Wow. So finding the right people is key.
It is.
What about managing inventory?
Okay.
What are some of the challenges the guide mentions?
Inventory management can be tricky,
Okay.
especially in a field where trends change quickly.
Right.
You need to find a balance between having enough stock to meet demand, but not ending up with a surplus of items that aren't selling.
So you have to be strategic.
You do. The guide recommends closely tracking your sales data, paying attention to trends, and being willing to adjust your inventory based on what people want.
It's all about responding to the market. So far, we've been talking about the practical side of things,
Mm-hmm.
but the guide also goes a bit deeper.
Oh,
Yeah, it talks about the impact of this business model on individuals and even society as a whole.
that's interesting.
So what do you make of that?
Well, at its core, this business is about helping people
Okay.
explore their sexuality, feel more comfortable in their own skin, and enhance their intimate lives.
So it's about empowerment and breaking down stigmas.
I think so. It's about normalizing conversations about sexuality and creating a safe and supportive environment for people to learn and explore and connect.
That's really powerful. It's way more than just selling products.
It is. It's about changing perspectives and promoting a healthier and more open approach to sexuality.
And that's a great transition. Into our next segment, we'll be right back with more from Starting a Business Selling Sex Toys at Private Parties, a comprehensive guide after a short break. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're digging deeper into the world of adult toy parties.
Oh, okay.
We're going to explore some of the nuances and challenges of this business model.
Sounds.
Now, we touched on some key aspects in part one,
Mm-hmm.
but let's shift gears for a second and talk about the legal side of things,
Okay.
which can be a little daunting for new entrepreneurs.
Yeah, for sure.
Our source, Starting a Business, Selling Sex Toys at Private Parties. A comprehensive guide
Mm-hmm.
really emphasizes understanding the laws surrounding adult products
Right.
before you even dive in.
Yeah, that's crucial.
So what are some things that people should be aware of?
Well, the biggest thing is that regulations vary drastically
Okay.
depending on where you are.
So what's legal in one state might not be illegal in another.
Exactly. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
So assuming what works for someone else will work for me
Yeah.
could be a big mistake.
It could. The guide actually recommends consulting with a lawyer
Okay?
who specializes in this area.
To make sure you're operating within the law.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Especially
Yeah.
when you're dealing with products that have legal subjectivities.
Yeah, customer privacy is another big one, especially in a business like this.
Of course.
What does the guide say about handling all that sensitive data?
Secure data handling and transparency are key.
Okay.
Customers need to trust that their information is safe.
And being used responsibly.
Right. It's not just about collecting data for marketing. It's about building trust.
Okay, so things like secure websites,
Mm-hmm.
strong passwords,
Yep.
clear privacy policies,
All essential.
and being really transparent about how you're using that data.
You have to be.
Okay, let's talk about branding now,
Sure.
which seems super important in this industry.
Definitely.
How do you create a brand that's appealing but also professional,
Right. It's a tricky balance.
given the nature of the products?
Yeah. But the guide suggests that a professional and tasteful approach can actually broaden your appeal
Okay.
because not everyone is comfortable with like overly explicit branding.
So a more sophisticated approach
Exactly.
might attract a wider audience.
Exactly. Think high quality photography, elegant design messaging that focuses on empowerment and pleasure and well-being.
So you want to create a brand that people feel good about associating with.
I think so, yeah.
It should reflect the experience you want to create.
Right. A sense of confidence, exploration, positive sexuality.
Now we can't forget about the hosts themselves.
True.
What does the guide say about their role?
Host training is crucial.
Yeah.
It's really emphasized in the guide.
Why is that?
Well, because your hosts are the face of your brand at these parties.
Yeah, that's true.
They need to be knowledgeable about the products, comfortable discussing sensitive topics, and skilled at creating a fun and welcoming atmosphere.
Wow, so they're like part salesperson,
Yeah.
part educator,
Uh-huh.
part entertainer.
All rolled into one.
So finding the right people is key.
It is really important.
Okay, what about managing inventory?
All right.
What are some of the challenges?
Inventory management can be tough,
Okay.
especially because trends can change so quickly in this industry.
All right, you don't want to have a bunch of stuff that's not selling.
Exactly. So you need to find that balance between having enough stock to meet demand, but not overstocking.
So you have to be adaptable.
Yeah, the guide recommends tracking sales data closely, paying attention to trends, and being willing to adjust your inventory based on what people want.
So responding to the market.
Precisely.
Now, so far we've been talking about the practical stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but The guide also talks about the bigger picture.
Oh,
Yeah, it talks about the impact of this business model on individuals and even society as a whole.
okay.
So what do you think about that?
Well, at its core, this business is about helping people
Okay.
explore their sexuality, feel more comfortable in their own skin, enhance their intimate lives.
So it's about empowerment and breaking down stigmas surrounding sexuality.
I think so, yeah. It's about normalizing conversations about sexuality
Mm-hmm.
and creating a safe space for people to learn and explore and connect.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah,
It goes way beyond just selling products.
it does. It's
But
about changing perspectives and promoting a healthier and more open approach to sexuality.
which is a great transition into our next segment.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll be right back with more. From starting a business selling sex toys at private parties, a comprehensive guide after a short break. And we are back for the final part of our deep dive into starting a business selling sex toys at private parties, a comprehensive guide.
Hooray.
We've covered a lot of ground,
Yeah, we have.
from the business model to marketing strategies and even legal and ethical
It's
considerations.
been a journey.
It has. But now, let's zoom in on something that's essential to the success of these parties.
What's that?
The products themselves.
Yeah, of course.
So choosing the right products can make or break your business.
Definitely.
It's about more than just having a wide selection.
Right.
It's about understanding your target audience
Mm,
and catering to their specific needs and interests.
absolutely.
So would you say that what you offer at a bachelorette party
Yeah.
would be different from what you offer at a couple's workshop?
Oh, absolutely. The guide really stresses that you need to know your audience.
Okay.
Are you catering to singles, couples, a mixed group?
Mm-hmm.
What are their experience levels with these kinds of products?
So there's a lot of research that goes into curating the right products
There is.
for each event.
Yeah.
Now, what about price points?
Okay.
Does the guide have any advice on that?
It recommends offering a range of products at different price points.
Okay.
So you can appeal to different budgets and comfort levels.
That makes sense.
So you might have some entry-level items,
Yeah.
some mid-range options, and then some premium products for those who are looking for something special.
So you don't want to overwhelm newcomers with really expensive stuff right away.
Right.
What about accessories? Are those important to consider?
Accessories can definitely enhance the experience
Okay.
and boost your sales.
All right, so like what kind of things?
Think lubricants, massage oils,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even playful items like games or lingerie.
So variety is key. The guide also emphasizes quality when it comes to these products.
So for sure.
Why is it so crucial?
Well, quality is paramount when you're dealing with products that people are using on their bodies.
Right.
It's about safety, effectiveness, and building trust with your customers.
I mean, would you trust a product that felt cheap or poorly made?
Probably not, especially when it comes to something so personal.
Exactly.
Investing in high-quality products shows that you're committed to your customers' well-being.
Okay.
It enhances your brand's reputation. It shows that you're serious about providing a positive and safe experience,
So quality over quantity.
especially in this business.
Now let's talk about profitability.
Okay.
What are some takeaways from the guide when it comes to making sure this is financially viable?
Well, we talked about markups and pricing strategies,
Right.
but it's also about managing your expenses carefully.
Good.
And the beauty of this model is that you don't need a storefront or a huge inventory.
So you're minimizing overhead by working from home or using people's homes.
Yeah, your main expenses are going to be product costs, marketing materials, maybe some party supplies or host incentives.
But even with those costs, the potential profit margins seem pretty impressive.
They can be. The guide suggests that it's possible to earn a significant income from this business,
Okay.
especially if you're smart about managing expenses, pricing strategically, and building a strong customer base.
And that's before we even factor in income from a team of consultants.
Right, exactly.
So building a team could create a whole new revenue stream.
It could.
Now, the guide also offers a word of caution.
Yeah, what's that?
Don't let greed get in the way of building a sustainable and ethical business.
That's a good point.
It's tempting to focus solely on profits,
Yeah.
but you have to remember that this is about more than just money.
It is. It's about creating a positive impact on people's lives, fostering healthy attitudes towards sexuality,
Right.
and building a community.
So prioritizing those aspects will lead to greater success in the long run
I believe so.
because
right.
customers can sense when a business is genuine
Mm-hmm.
and cares about more than just making a quick buck.
Absolutely.
Now I want to touch on inclusivity again.
Okay.
The guide really stresses creating welcoming environments for everyone.
Right.
Why is that so important in this business, do you think?
Well, inclusivity is essential because sexuality is such a diverse and personal experience.
Okay.
Everyone should feel comfortable and respected,
Hmm.
no matter their gender, orientation, relationship status, anything else that makes them unique.
So it's about creating a space where people can be themselves,
Exactly.
explore their desires without judgment.
That's the goal.
Okay, so using inclusive language,
Hmm.
representing diverse perspectives in your marketing,
Yeah,
and offering products that cater to a wide range of needs and preferences.
it's all part of it.
It sounds like it's an ongoing process
It is.
of learning and adapting to the needs of your customers.
You have to be open to feedback, willing to educate yourself, and committed to creating a space that feels truly welcoming to everyone.
Okay, as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to talk about customer service.
All right.
What are some key takeaways when it comes to creating a positive customer experience?
Well, excellent customer service is essential in any business,
Of course.
but it's especially important here, where trust and discretion are so important.
So going above and beyond to make people feel comfortable.
Exactly. Respond to inquiries promptly, be patient and understanding,
Hmm.
handle any issues professionally and with empathy.
Okay,
Never make anyone feel judged or embarrassed about their purchases.
that's where the host training comes in.
Absolutely. Your hosts need to be knowledgeable, approachable,
Hmm.
and able to answer questions honestly and thoroughly.
So they're not just salespeople.
Right.
They're educators and guides,
I like that.
helping people navigate this sometimes complex world of adult products.
That's a great way to put it.
I think we have officially explored every nook and cranny of starting a business selling sex toys at private parties, a comprehensive guide.
I think so too.
We've discussed the business model, marketing strategies, the legal and ethical considerations,
Yeah.
the importance of quality, inclusivity, and exceptional customer service.
It's been quite a deep dive,
It has been.
but I hope our listeners have gained some valuable insights into this unique business.
It's not your average 9 to 5, that's for sure.
But it's an exciting opportunity for the right person.
For those with an entrepreneurial spirit, a passion for sexual wellness,
Mm-hmm.
and a desire to make a positive impact,
It could be the perfect fit.
it's a chance to build a business that's both profitable and fulfilling.
And one that empowers people, promotes healthy attitudes towards sexuality.
And fosters a sense of community.
That's what it's all about.
So if you're intrigued by this business model,
Yeah.
do your research, connect with experienced entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
and most importantly, follow your passion.
The world of adult products is constantly evolving.
That's true.
There's never been a better time to dive in.
That's a great note to end on.
I think so.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into this fascinating business.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll be back next time with another topic to explore.
Looking forward to it.
Until then, stay curious.
And keep exploring.
Bye for now.